Well, it's trade of the day now, Viv, within the telecom space. So what would your trade of the day be?
I've chosen Telkom not because it's the best company around, but I just think it's the one that there's most disagreement about, and therefore there's most interesting to talk about. I am hot on Telkom for the following reason. Telkom, as you mentioned before, requires a massive infrastructure build over the next few years. That's multiples of the current market price, or the current market cap rather. So there's huge inflows required. The major shareholder government has already nixed a deal that would have brought some money in from Korean Telecom. So it's probably going to be unlikely that they're going to allow some other small investor to come in and put money into the company. They've got to probably nix that out as well. There's a possibility of renationalization. There's a possibility of splitting off the Hater, which is the mobile services for Telkom. Maybe a team up with Cell C might be a possibility here. Remember, Alan Craig, which came from Vodacom, which used to be part of Telkom, is now head of Cell C. So there's always that link involved as well. But virtually anything you consider that's going to be creating some certainty with regards to the stock will actually reduce the discount we have to the actual value of the underlying assets. The underlying assets, as I mentioned before, were the massive amounts of infrastructure already in the ground at the moment. The bandwidth that this company has, towards the customer base it has as well. This huge amount of assets have been totally discounted by the marketplace because of the bad management in the past. But with some certainty coming from government, which government says now is going to happen by the end of the year, should create some kind of reduction of the discount. It doesn't have to be a total reduction. Even a small reduction of the discount could be a huge upside to the stock.
So Paul, has Viv convinced you?
You know, if it was a bunch of private equity guys that had that 40% stake plus their friends at the PIC had enough, so they had board control, and they were looking at those options, I would be more excited, because then I would imagine that this kind of value unlocking would come fairly soon. But my concern is that government, in this country anyway, hasn't proved to be a very useful shareholder, and they don't think like merchant bankers about maximizing shareholder value. But I, at the same time, wouldn't be short the stock because, as I say, there's this enormous, as you've pointed out, value underpin. So I guess to throw the question back to you is, if you were to take a stake in the company now at this pathetically low level of 18 Rand 80 or wherever it trades, what would be the catalyst, and where would you be happy to take profits and get out? Or how long are you prepared to wait for this kind of development to come to the fore?
Look, not more than a few months, actually. I do think that government probably has to do something over the next few months, at least giving us some kind of clue out there. It's hit kind of resistance around about the 20 Rand level, so 18 to 20 is about 10%. So you could, if you're looking for a shorter term trade, say that. But those things have been hit on rumors. The rumor of nationalization got you to about 20 Rands. The rumor of the Cell C deal got you to about 20 Rands. In fact, nationalization took you a bit over that. On firm confirmation of something coming through, you could expect something in the mid-20s, I would think. But I would easily be willing to bet that there will be some kind of rumor coming out of the next few months or so on that's going to give us some kind of hope with regards to Telkom. That will once again push us past 19 Rands, maybe closer to 20 Rands, and you could be looking at a move of about 10% at the minimum.